Hey, folks, this is the Fighting Nerd and his co host, Jolly Roger. As you can see, my beard's recovery from its tragic accident continues. This is going to be a quickie. Uh, in the spirit of Halloween, we're going to talk zombies, particularly improvised zombie weapons, or anti zombie weapons, I should say. Now, I'm not a huge zombie fan. Matter of fact, I'm sick of zombies. But I'm also a little bit bent. And we were doing some yard work around here just before the bad weather hits. And we had to chop down a little sapling that was going too close to the Federation. There's a Star Trek nerd for you. What I meant to say is we had to cut down a small sapling that was growing too close to our house's foundation. Now I looked at the sapling we cut down, and I saw that it was a fairly straight piece, and it was a nice piece of hardwood. And there was one piece that was really nice and straight, just about the right size to make some kind of implement of destruction. Now, I'm not a weaponsmith and I'm not a carpenter, and I really don't have the tools for advanced woodworking. But I hold with the idea, well, at least most of the time, that anything that can be weaponized should be weaponized. So I took that scrap piece and I put it in a nice place so it could dry out. And I treated it with linseed oil several times. I had linseed oil left over from when I worked in oils as an artist. And I took some other odds and ends and I made my improvised anti-zombie weapon. I get it back here where you can see a little better. As I said, I'm not a weapons smith, and although I am fairly handy at woodworking, I don't have the tools available to me to do good woodworking. But I just couldn't let this nice piece of, I believe, hickory. I'm not sure about that, but it's good hard. It's good hard. Couldn't let this nice piece of wood go to waste. So I stripped it of bark, sanded it just a bit. As I said, I treated it with linseed oil a couple of times as a preservative. And then I took some white Rust-Oleum spray paint, or was it Valspar? It was Valspar. White spray paint, and gave it a couple of coats just as another preservative. Put it in a vise and took a hand drill and just drilled some starter holes for my nuts here that you can see in there. And I think these all came off of an old garage door that we tore off and scrapped when we got a new garage door. So, and then I just twisted these in there and then covered the whole thing with black tape. Not exactly a work of art, but in the event of a zombie apocalypse, this should do good service. And it just goes to show you that in the event of a zombie apocalypse, anyone can come up with an effective improvised weapon in their garage to hold the zombies at bay when you run out of ammo. Now, yes, you should, the fighting nurse says, you should have an assortment of appropriate knives for when you run out of ammo. But a good solid impact weapon, there's just nothing wrong with that. Can't hurt to have one lying around. So that's it. Just thought I'd share this with people who may be as demented and warped as I am. Like I said, not much to it. Literally bits and pieces out of my garage. But all in all, it looks very Walking Deadish, don't you think? Never know. You might see a character walking around with one of these homemade maces, or as I like to call it, CIE, or cranial impact enhancer. That's all there is to that, folks. Like I said, I just thought I'd share my madness. Right? And even though I didn't show a knife in this video, it's a weapons video for YouTube to bury. Remember, draw your knives only in just purpose. Sheathe them only with honor. This is the Fighting Nerd and his anti-zombie cranial impact enhancer. I bid you good night.